Hey guys, welcome back or welcome if you're new. So today we're gonna be doing Am I the Asshole? Let's get on it. I'm gonna read from my laptop. I just have to get on way really quick. So we're gonna be reading Am I the Asshole because it's entertaining. So okay. Am I the asshole? This is the first one. Am I the asshole for giving away a pair of pants my wife bought our daughter? Is this, see, this bought this or was like, let's see. No, it says bought. I don't know if this is newly bought or like what. Our daughter and her friend were at our house when the little boy peed in his pants. He did not have an extra pair of pants with him, so I asked our daughter to go get some pants for him from her room. They're about the same size. While I cleaned him up, our daughter bought me a pair of her jeans. They were not fancy jeans. They are the same kind she usually faces. I gave the pants to the boy, and he put them on. I got his parents. His dad came and picked him up. In my mind, none of it was a big deal. When my wife came home, I told her what happened. Again, thinking it wasn't a big deal. Yeah. Now, before I continue, yeah, are they like toddlers, like you kids, like babies, like not babies, like toddlers, like can you didn't really put like an age? So I'm thinking these are toddlers who playing having birthday level. So what I understand what it's getting to my mind is that the little boy had accident with that, and I think it's funny that it's the same size level. I don't feel like in mine not a big deal. Who cares? My rival wants to know why he would give me a pair of our daughter's pants. I said there wasn't any other options. He said he could have wrapped up in a towel until his parents arrived. Way. Okay, before I continue, I don't. It's just yeah, I get why the wife's upset, but at the end of the day, this is a little boy. Like, she asked what the pants he was given at the classroom. She was upset. She says she bought those pants and that they were basically new. I said I'm sure the boy's parents will wash them and return them. She said, why would I want our daughter to wear pants? A boy who commando to the coast and when asked me that. I think that we take it once clothes have been washed, who cares who won them before and how they did it? If you bought something from the thrift store, you won't know how it was worn before. She says that's why she doesn't buy things from the thrift store. It is basically a big deal. I feel like it doesn't matter at all. But she is frustrated with me. I don't think it's a big. I don't think it's a big deal. But I get where she's coming from and where you coming from. Like I get it. Like it's 50-50 on this. I get it. She does bottom and blah blah. But like these are your kids. Okay. I'm gonna read like a few comments. I'm not gonna lie. Your wife is being ridiculous. Agreed. OP's wife seems to be looking for things to be pissed about. And Barry doesn't understand how Yonsi works. For real. But I don't think it's asshole here. I just think she needs to open her eyes. Okay. Now for the next one. I'm at the asshole for kicking my husband's family out of my house, my home, during family dinner. I have been with my husband for 8 years. We have a 2-year-old daughter together. So for the first 6 years of our marriage, my husband could not hold a top down to save his life. His duty did not bother me the way some people would think. I was in the medical field, made very good money, and he didn't ask for much. He was also good to me. Zero issues, but it was linked to on treatment ADHD and depression. Okay, I can get the whole ADHD and okay. I have ADHD. I do, right? But I don't think that to hold you from getting a job. I cannot hold a job. I, I don't want to like be rude or whatnot, but like that ain't like excuse. I feel like some I know some people don't want to risk that. Like the whole ADHD and depression. Like I feel like people don't want to excuse like have the whole like ADHD the whole depressing thing. I get that. So much can read and see what happens. Sorry if this is in the way that my blanket is like I like having my blanket with me, so like it gives me like comfort. During these 6 years, I was paying awful bills, and doesn't matter. I hate to put it all out there. I was all but supporting his family as well. His sister and brother certificate, who are both older than me and my husband by 4+ years, while yes, fingering his mom. During those 6 years, I gave them right around 50K money for mortgage payments and car payments and food and sports fees for the tuition, etc. It added up super quick. Never once did I ask for repayment. Before I continue, I beg you to, okay, I get the whole helping out, but I don't beg you to be supporting them. You know what's gonna happen? They're gonna get used to you doing that, and then like, they're gonna be like, oh, but they're gonna get used to doing it when the minute you pull up, they're gonna be like, oh, bro. They're gonna get used to it, and they're gonna be like, oh, see you pay for it, or see you pay for it. Like, I get me like, I feel like at this point they're using you, but just keep on reading and see what happens. It didn't really actually bother me until the end of 6 years, when my mother-in-law showed up on my doorstep for a drop-in family meeting and told me that the whole family needed to chip in for one of the other family's lawyer's fees. And after I generally handed over 3K. Go. Your mother-in-law showed up. Must have a family meeting now. I found out that I was the only one who actually going to actually put in. Go say that's what I mean. Okay, that was a good punch. And was obviously the last straw. I haven't given them a dime since. But again, it doesn't bother me at that point, and May took care of it and said no more. Okay, at this point, girl, I think now realizing to the using you. But let's continue. Let's continue reading. My husband was fully on my side. He told me to stop helping them prior. Girl, if he told you before, stop helping them, and you make a no. God, then I was smack you. Then I was smack the fuck out of you. But let's continue reading. But I obviously got punched back from the family. Around this time, I found out I was also 6 months pregnant. Wasn't showing. Still had my cycle, etc. How the hell are you pregnant and haven't shown and still get your fucking period month? How does that make sense? How does that make sense? Okay, let's continue. Cause I don't think if during like showing. So fast forward, my husband gets on meds for ADHD and gets fully involved in therapy. Ran for his talking license. I've been working steady since I was roughly 8 months pregnant. Okay, he's improving. He's doing it. He's clocking to his head. Okay. He hasn't missed one shift. The day I went to Yale and is doing kick ass. Meds were an obvious game changer. I have been as a am ever since. Husbands makes around 4 times more than I was making at the hospital as well. Here's the problem. Still what we're waiting for, the tea. My husband refused to help his family out financially, and for whatever reason it has been brought to my attention that I'm being paid for it. See, what did I tell you? They didn't start blaming you and start saying stuff. I said, oh, was. They're gonna get mad. We had his entire family over for dinner, and this is the first time I've been around the entire group in 2 years. They don't even call anymore. We host dinner. Everything was going well. But my mother-in-law asked me when I was planning to return to work. I said I had no plan until my daughter was in school. She says something like, that simply doesn't work. I requested will see me. Her and sister-in-law both going to how they feel it isn't fair to have to my husband that I have no income and what will be around the bush about me not helping financially the way I used to, and that they can no longer depend on family for help. Okay, I can get that. Okay, I can get the person who wrote this OP. Like, okay, so far, like, go. You want me to your daughter in school? Great. You want to be there for that year, the years with her, and then, cause they can get a baby at the yard. Besides working, like I don't know how many hours they give you at the hospital, but that's gonna be a yard. Let's continue. With the way of saying that the cat's cow is gone, and it's bothered them. I remind them that I competed to the life for 6 years, Tori around 50K, and I did more than my first years. Melania tells me that she paid back more than that because she had bought me all expired food bank food on several occasions, which she told us not to do. And bought over her old book in 1930 furniture for us to have, which again we did not tell her to do. I told her that no way was that repayment. On her alone, I have given over 8K. Nothing. This argument accelerated with mainly my mother saying that it is unfair to my husband that I am continuing nothing to the household. Okay, not this Marion pissed me off. You're carrying a baby. The husband is 10 times more than you are, and you want to take a break off work to take care of the baby. I think for right now, I argued that I supported him and the entire family for 6 years. She says, sorry, he has paid you back. You haven't done anything in 2 years. So I snapped. I said that paying rent for 2 years with zero financial obligation, paying no way paying me back when he didn't have to because he wasn't the one using me financially. Is not a repayment, and told everybody to get the fuck out. It's important to know, and it's important to know that my husband was not home for this. He had actually went to the store to get more of something that we ran out of, so he wasn't present, or he would have stepped in. But after some back and forth, and me does repaying to get out and them refusing, I said I was gonna call the cops. They finally started even and told that they aren't welcome back here and that we will be going no contact. They were gone by the time my husband got back home. I told him what happened. He went real quick. He apologized for what they said and did while he was gone, but also testified, saying there wasn't like this meant that they thought I should be working to help him with bills. I asked him why he was trying to pay this and he said because everybody knows the household's gonna remain on one income in 2026. Okay, I get what he's trying to say because everything right now is expensive. I can get that. I get that. But I was like, where were you helping with her? And she was paying all the bills. Like, and said something about how he can work, yes, hours and spend more time without Kate if I got a job too. He works 50 hours a week, is always home before 5 a.m. Keep in mind he makes 140K a year, and our expenses are not exceed 4K a monthly. This dude has savings of 200K, and we weren't hunting for money owing for money at all. I can't speak to him right now, so as I'm obviously disgusted with the reason. I need validation and clarity that I'm not wrong here. I love you with terrible at math. That's fine. I will break it down. I guess I was confusing in my post. My husband takes home it is 140K a year. That after taxes, our bill actually 40K a month. So 140K divided by 12 months is a year over 9K. Meaning that he has almost 8K a month to able to save. 4K a month multiplied by 12 with 24 months, 2 years, is 192K. Our rent is 100,000. Everything is good. He has a motorcycle, car, and truck that he's paying for. My vehicle also pay off again. Its monthly expenses is less than 4K. Now I work for 6 years and working times yes is take home pay. His worthy 36K. I will rent 600 a month. Everything included one one vehicle at the time and 1 less person to feed. Our bills did not get to the 6,000 on the highest end. I gave his family over 50K over the expensive 6 years. That's really not nothing hard to do at all. I don't know where the disconnection is understanding the fact that this is over 6 years. Please think deeper before podcasting that. You cannot understand math and accusing me of lying because you cannot understand. Thank you. Okay. I did think I don't need to ask her here. I did think like you were the one all the 6 years before he got a job, was working and paying everything by yourself. And then here comes your husband who's getting his life on track. And I applaud him for that. And then is now saying, oh, I can't like testify that he can't do anything myself. Yo, you man, doing the man take care. I get it. Independent woman, but like, okay. Okay, I might. Excuse me, sorry. Let's start with this one. I might have also refusing to watch my daughter when we meet my husband's friend. I am his mom update test. At the bottom of the post. I created a counter post here as my husband doesn't know my views, so sorry if this title doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't make sense, but we're gonna continue. So to start this off, I, 26 female, and my husband, 27 male, have a toddler, 2 female. I don't know how everybody else has it, but our toddler creates so much chaos where she is. She is so curious. She explores everything all the time, loves to be arrange stuff, and she wants wherever she needs to go. Basically, she's like what I've seen most 2-year-olds being like. Our home is fine. Of course, I have to keep on check, but we have, of course, tire-proofed our entire house. I think every 2-year-old is like this. I feel like I don't know. The problem here is that one of my husband's friends and his girlfriend lives just 5 minutes away from us. My husband and I get invited there almost every weekend. Well, it's full food, a little coffee. They are lovely people, but their house is filled with stuff. It's messy, and overall the opposite of our house. No problem. They don't have to. Since they like to have to stuff around. The problem is that every weekend I spend 3 hours running after her, confirming her when she tips, making sure she doesn't break or put things in her mouth. It's honestly tiring. And the fact that my husband just sits at the table and that's what I'm running like crazy for so long, it irritates me. God, then tell him this. Like, I think parenting is like, you all gotta like be together, work together as a team. You're a team. You all raise the baby together. Let's continue. When we got invited over 2 weeks ago, I told him I wouldn't tag along. I explained my reasons, and he told me that I was overreacting. That is a normal part of parenting. I told him that either way, I wasn't coming. If he wanted our daughter tagging on, he could bring her, so he did. And he came back after the one was in a bad mood the other day. I asked him how did it went, and he asked me if I felt happy with myself. He was like, "Oh shit, I have to." He was probably after you go. I'm just saying, you probably went away one night, like after you go. This last weekend, we got invited over once again. I asked him if he wanted to look after her himself or do 50-50 with me. He didn't respond and went up by himself. You know he was pissed off. I'm starting to feel like maybe I went overboard. He went off he been off with me all week, making passive requests from me about my insane need to always be ready and other stuff. Okay, let's skip that part. Go. He knows deep down inside he's like, my life was right. I'm starting to feel like maybe I went overboard because I know he has a maybe harder time keeping her in check than I have, and even I have it hard. I'm at the also refusing to go. If that means I have to watch her the whole time, then coming to us isn't an option. I don't know why, because before his girlfriend moved in, he was here just as much as we were at his base. But after she moved in, he had to count every infant to come here. It's a small update. We've been talked pretty much short about it this morning, and don't that he got big in Paris at his friend's house. We probably would talk more about it. But yeah, he pretty much realized the difference how much we both put in. And don't know if I will make an update post. If people want it, and if something changes or anything, I will probably I will probably. If not, thanks for the comments. I tried to read them the top comment and the ones who got downgraded, and I think we both will pay her for the points. What points I'll bring up. I think he realized like, oh, like I messed up, because like I think the dad's always like softer than like softer on the baby than like the mom is. The mom are like like tougher. So I'm gonna read one more. Then I might not ask her. I might not ask her for hooking up with my boyfriend's ex. I might not ask her for picking up with my hooking up with my ex's boyfriend's ex a week after we broke up. Is that even a question? But we're gonna continue. This was 3 years ago, but his family came up, and now I'm wondering how bad it actually was. I was 22 male at the time. My ex was 25 female. We dated for about 2 years. Her brother was also dating someone, and because of family handouts and all that, I got to know his girlfriend pretty well. I would be straight up. I thought she was attractive. Even while we were all still dating, I never did anything about it. Though no phone, no text, no say. That one of those thoughts you keep to yourself. Well, I will hope you didn't float with her. You dummy. Let's continue. And me and my ex broke up. Nothing crazy. It just ended because the relation wasn't really all there anymore. About a week or so later, her boyfriend and his girlfriend also broke up, and I was still actually in touch with her. To be honest, after that, me and her started talking more. It escalated fast. We were both single now. The attraction was already there, and we ended up hooking up a few times. There was no team, no overlap, no emotional fail. While we were still with the exes, everything happens after the breakup. Then her brother found out, and obviously he was pissed and told my ex, LOL. They were both confronted us and basically said it was disrespectful, messy, and that it seems like we've been waiting for it to happen. From my perspective, we were single. I didn't think I owed my ex anything after we broke up. I get why it looks bad, especially since they're siblings, but I don't feel like I betray anyone. Looking back, I still don't regret it, yet the timing was fast, but it was mutual and no one see it. So I'm at the asshole. I don't think y'all. Again, you guys were single, you guys were by yourselves. You two, the couples all broke up, you two hooked up. So I don't think he's the asshole here. I don't know. But I don't think y'all, but I don't know. Put in the comments what you guys think about this, and I'll be back with more videos. Bye.